I'm ready, man.
All right, man. If you haven't seen or gotten the pleasure to catch this man on stage, you've probably seen him on Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud Network, Netflix, or BT on hit shows like Games People Play and Tyler Perry's Bruh. He creates hilariously entertaining skits with his different characters, including Brother Antoine is one of my favorites. And he's part of the comedy collective, The Whole Crew Stupid. The man that called out President Biden on BNC News, for God's sake. He's a father, a family man, the Phil Jackson of youth hoops. He's also a cancer just like me. Mr. Only Believe himself, Barry Brewer Jr. is in the building with Reece.
Hey, that was the best. That was the best intro I've ever had. Mr. Only Believe. I like that.
Yes, sir. You can keep that one. Take it on the road with you, homie.
Hey, that's a blessing, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. And you're a cancer. What's up, boy?
You already know. Hey, man, listen, I know you on a move, you on the road, and we appreciate you taking a few minutes to chop it up with us and our audience, and all the people that are followers and fans of your work. So we could jump right into it, bro, because I see you on the move, man. I know you're from Chicago. Like, what age did you realize you were funny, or you were officially funny? Because a lot of people had a story with, like, you know what, I had the whole room laughing. That's when I knew what I need to be doing.
Yeah, my story is a little similar, man. I was really goofy growing up. Like, I was a class clown, but I wasn't a dude like talking all the time. I would just say things when it would get quiet. I would make a comment. Could be a naked picture like of one of the English, like the old Shakespearean people in English class. I'm like, why do butt naked? You know what I mean? Or something like that. And it would just, happen in class. Are you still there?
Yeah. We here, man. The spotlight was on you, bro.
Oh, my bad. I'm new to this technology. I'm like, the nigga left the screen. I didn't know.
Right. He can't even help making a joke. Nah, man. And sometimes our production team, the spotlight just gonna be on you, man. So that's how it's gonna be sometimes.
Respect.
For sure.
Okay, well, my fault.
I'm just kind of here. I'm just navigating this thing. But so you was one of those, because I know I had a moment like that in English class when I was supposed to read like Julius Caesar. And it was like the first line is like, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Today I'm supposed to do something, but I'm just going to take the zero because I don't remember the rest. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, bro. I was that kid, and then 19, man, this guy was like, I'm just making them laugh.
Yeah.
And so from that, I did my first stand-up at a church, and I got a standing ovation, man, and I've been chasing it. I was like, oh, man, this is what I want to do forever, so I've been chasing it ever since.
That's what's up, man. So you got your big break at church.
Yeah, I did.
That's dope. So were you also playing piano in the church? Were you in like the band and everything at that time?
Everything. Yeah, I was doing drums, organ, piano. I was playing saxophone. We had a church band growing up in my church. It's the church I grew up at. So there was a whole lot of musicians. All we did was music and basketball growing up. So that was my life, my whole life. Because I thought I was going to hoop for a living. That's what I wanted to do. Yeah. And I got to 5'10", and
that was
I stopped. And then
that was
my
it.
junior year was when I accepted. It's like, I wish I had the belief that I have now. I probably could have went, but I'm gonna play an NBA player in the movie or something. So that's how my dream will come true. And my son will go to the NBA. So that'll be me.
I like it.
Seeing it happen.
I like you got to see it through, my boy, one way or another. I like it.
Exactly.
Right. So kind of, man, in both ways. In both ways, God kind of gave you both ways. You know what I'm saying? He kind of chose it for you, whether it was church and you found like, okay, this is my niche, this is my itch I want to scratch. And then he also stopped you from growing. So he kind of blessed us too, because now we get to see you be an actor and not chase some hoop dreams.
You know what's crazy? That you say that? The doctor said I was 11 years old and I wore a size 11 in men.
Right.
And so I was expected to, like, the doctor said I'm probably going to be like 6'3", 6'4".
Yeah. We had the same doctor.
I don't know. I think God was like, you can't do it.
Nah, that's real.
Make you regular height so you can be a normal person.
Nah, that's real, man. I think we had the same doctor. I had like a size 11 when I was like 12. They was like, oh, you going to be tall. Nah, bro, I stopped at 6 feet.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna have you average height so you don't really go after this stuff. But no, it was a blessing, man. I'm so grateful that I found my, passion. I love comedy, bro. It's my first love for sure as it relates to entertainment. Well, I shouldn't say my first love. Music is my first love because that's what I did first. But comedy, just is, the instant gratification you get performing live at a stand-up show is unlike anything else, man. It's different than television and acting because you get that instant gratification of, hey, if they messing with it or not right then. If they're laughing and you can see it in real time, and it's just a feeling you don't get around in life. So I love it, man.
I like that, man. They the way you just put it is perfect. Is because you feeding off the energy of the crowd, and that's kind of the same way when you hooping. Like you hit a couple shots, you get the crowd going. Now you want to drop 50. So when you take that same energy on stage, what is that like with you? Is it like, okay, these jokes is working, I'm about to really go on my bag, or do you kind of stick to the script? Because it seems like I've watched a few of your shows, like you go off script a little bit. It seems like you're really observant.
I go off the script all the time. I go off the script all the time. Like anytime, I want to go off the script because I want to connect with my audience right there. And sometimes I think that's just a greater experience for me and the audience when I just go off script and be in the moment of whatever's there. I think being in the moment is always just has more success and it's a more enjoyable experience. So man, I always got a set and some things I'm my go-tos, but going off the cuff, and I probably say my joke's different. Even if it's the same joke, I probably say it different every time because it's not very scripted. I just know some of the bullet points that I'm going to hit.
Yeah, that's dope right there, man. Appreciate you letting us in on a little bit of that Barry Brewer Jr. Science of comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure.
Chicago, y'all got some legendary comedians from Chicago. Actually, two of my favorites, and they kind of go a different route than what you go. You know what I mean? We're talking about Bernie Mac, of course, Corey Holcomb, of course, but some really funny dudes. And I mean, you coming out of that same city, that same atmosphere, and you funny as hell too. But you kind of take a different approach. Is it because you came not through the church, but you kind of started off at the church? Some of your stuff seems a little more clean cut. It's still funny, and I'm not saying nothing negative about it. I'm just saying it's a different approach.
Oh man, I ain't spent it. You know what I mean? I still feel like I want to be a monster at what I do. So I remember, and so you talk about Corey the big bro, very funny, very talented. Bernie Mac, he one of the OGs of the game for real. So for me, man, it's just about being yourself. Comedy is really about your self-expression. You know what I mean? Funny is funny. And I remember a guy telling me, I met him in an audition line. It was like an open call. Just a little story about clean versus blue. Yeah. And I told him, he's like, oh, so you blue like Richard? I was like, no, I'm actually clean, like more like Sinbad, but I'm funny like anybody else. Right. He's like, nah, if you ain't blue, you ain't funny. And I was like, nah, bro, you could be funny. Funny comes in all type of ways. You could be funny. Sinbad a monster. He's like, nah, he ain't Richard though. So long story short, me and him had this little debate. Years later, man, I'm performing at the Comedy Union in LA, and I'm ripping. I'm going in. And after the show, this older man walked up to me. He's like, you were wrong. I mean, I was wrong. And I didn't know who he was. And he's like, yeah, remember you met me at I was like, oh, yeah. He's like, yeah, man, you are funny like them. Wow. And so I appreciate him coming back saying that. But at the end of the day, yeah, bro, I take a different approach, and it does have a lot to do with my background and my upbringing in church. I truly believe the gift was given to me with God, and I wasn't cussing like that growing up, man. I kind of stopped cussing because I was going to church. You get me on the course, you got to pray for me because I definitely might. But the point is, the point I'm making is, it wasn't who I was. So me being clean was who I was. It wasn't me trying to be something else or, being clean gets you more money or more opportunities. It was me being honest with who I am. So when comedians come up to me that's starting out and they be like, man, should I be clean? I always express to them, like, this is an artistry that you got to be true to yourself. So if that's who you are, then be that. But if that's not who you are, as Corey Holcomb is, be who you are, because that's what's going to win at the end of the day. It's truth. You know what I'm saying? So, so that's the direction and why I took that direction.
Yeah, it seems extremely genuine when you're doing your thing, man. Whether it's the skits or because we get more skits if we watch you social media wise, so we see that. But when you on stage, man, it just seems very genuine. It seems like you said, it's just who you are, and it comes across like that to the audience. And I think that's a big reason why you winning out here.
Thank you, man. Well, I appreciate it, man. Authenticity is important. Something I learned from my mom early on about anything I do. So I definitely feel like that has a lot to do with my success in all parts, stand-up and acting, is learning to be authentic. You know what I mean? Because I think that's what people connect and relate to.
That's dope. I hope all my actors and comedians. I hope all my actors and comedians out there is taking notes right now because you giving them gold, bro.
Real, man. You know what I'm saying? I was going to start an acting class, and that's my thing. I'm teaching authenticity, man. That's important. So thank you.
Nah, no doubt. Man, when you do work with a crew and the whole crew stupid. You know where I'm going with this one, man. Talk to me about that. How did y'all all hook up with each other?
Man, Big Job was the ringleader. So me and Big Job met like 2012, 2011 doing stand up. Big Job's a stand up comedian as well. Maybe like 2012, 2013, I was doing we met earlier than that. I'm sorry. 2012 is when we actually did a movie. I wrote a movie that I wanted to produce, a short film called The Perfect Plan, and I asked Ja to direct it for me. And I wrote it, starred in it, and that's when Ja went to school he was a big-time football college star, and then he was doing minor in film and television, so he knew how to shoot, he knows how to camera, he knows everything about film. So as time went along, Josh started creating content, shooting everything for everybody. Mm-hmm. He started doing sketches. So at this point is when the world started doing all the big sketch people start getting blowing up. King Fox, DC Young Fly, they start really hitting. Remember Vine and all of that?
Right.
So people started shooting sketches. So Josh started shooting it. So I saw that I needed to learn how to get in on my social media game, but I didn't really like how everybody was doing because some of them wasn't funny to me.
Right,
and I was just like, man, I need to connect with somebody who because I was already had a reputation as a stand-up comedian. So I asked Josh, like, hey, bro, if you ever need me for some sketches, I see you doing sketches, holler at me, bro. He's like, I got you. So he hit me up like, hey, I got a sketch in mind for you. And there was one other one before we did The Whole Crew Is Stupid, and then we did The Whole Crew Is Stupid. I guess he said, I'm that guy that think I know everything.
Yeah.
So he's like, he gave us the premise. We turned on the cameras, bro, and we improv'd it, mainly me and him most of the whole time, and brought it to life, man, and it was gold, man. We didn't know, man, and it really opened up some doors for us.
That's dope, bro. I'm going to hit the hype bell for that because a lot of times in this industry, it's hard to shed a spotlight, especially if you're on a come up. So for you guys all to have the foresight to be like, yo, let's get together and make something really happen, especially and use social media kind of like a car for this whole thing to take us off, bro. That was dope. That was super innovative.
Man, thank you, man. Yeah, man. And he pulled on Minx as like the little bro to him and helped him guide him in it. So man, I'm very grateful for that collaboration, man, and just the whole thing that, we got a whole bunch of other people, Craig, Ken, a lot of people that's associated with the sketches, man, and it's just like a family, low key, bro. It is. So yeah. So I appreciate them greatly.
That's dope. And I wouldn't know he knew all of that either. You see him in the characters he play, you be thinking he like a straight up OG, triple, you know what I'm saying? Come to find out he got all these degrees in camera work and all of that.
Man, he is college educated. You will be surprised. He's very smart, man, very intelligent. He's a really great person too. That's the thing, man. He's a good person. He got a good heart. He really wants to help people. He's really talented, man. He's really talented. So I don't know what it is about big dudes. They like to dance. Like, he likes to dance too.
I got a homeboy that's 6'10", man, that be dancing too. I be like, bro, why are you doing all this pop blocking at 6'10", bro? Shout out my boy Sly, man.
Every time that nigga dance, I be losing my mind. I'm like, bro, it's so funny because you're so big.
Yeah.
And I mean, he be moving too. He can move. I be dying laughing.
That's what's up, man. All right, right now, if you're just tuning into the radio part, of course, you tapped in on the live stream. We got comedian, actor, father, family man, Barry Brewer Jr. in the building. And those on the radio, I just want you guys to see who we talking to. So check this out, man. We've seen you on these TV shows, you know, you doing your thing for real. You diving into these characters. But the people want to know, like, what was it like on this bruh experience working with Tyler Perry for this BET show?
Man, it was fun. Let me just say this: working with him is definitely has been probably one of the highlights of my career. Seeing how he moves, seeing how he works, how he directs. I've been blessed for him to allow me to have some creative. Like, he lets me create. He told me the first day on set, have fun. You know, when you tell a comedian to have fun, that's like taking the leash off a pit. Like, go run, go just whatever. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's been a fun ride ever since. And my cast, oh my God, man, I can't say enough about how talented the cast is. Like, how great of a job Mr. Perry and the producers, Mark Swinton, and what they casted, man. Like, from Alyssa to Alyssa Goss to Candace Renee, Philip Mullins, Marty Kochi, Monty Washington, man, they just amazing. Liz, Ebony, like, all of them, man, like, they really strong. So us together is like magic, man. And Mama Sandra Corelli, I cannot forget her, the one and only, man. Just us bonding, like, even when the camera's off, man, there's a connection we all have and love we all have for each other, man. Really want to see each other win, man. So I can't say enough about that experience, man. I missed them every time we done filming. I missed them, but we were on. But what was fun, the best moment was when we had to go. The pandemic was sad in a lot of ways, but one of the highlights of the pandemic was we had to go to Tyler Perry Studios and live on Tyler Perry Studios with
Right.
Tyler Perry on the studio. Everybody lived there for like a month. So Tyler Perry, just, you come outside, he walking past your house. You like, oh, what's up, Mr. Perry?
That's dope. I was gonna ask you that. Did you get to live on the compound? Because I know a lot of actors here. We're based, of course, Reec Radio's Media Campus West is out of right west of Atlanta. So we run into a lot of actors that have worked or been on that compound. You know what I mean? The Tyler Perry compound. And bro, he's got like houses, hotels, all types of stuff on there. Can you kind of walk the people through your experience a little bit deeper?
Definitely. First of all, it's a beautiful campus, man. What he's done in turning it to just, I mean, it's beautiful. It's definitely something. I can't wait for them to open up the touring for the world to, you know, because it's inspirational for us. I think, especially African Americans who, you know, we don't get to see grand things as often. I know I didn't growing up. So on there, it used to be a military base. So there were already housing for like the generals and the sergeants, and their families would live there as well. So there were already houses and things on the lot. So he renovated them, and they're nice, really plush. Like, I stayed in the two-bedroom house, and the character that plays Mike Phillip, we shared a house, had our own bathroom, our own room. It's, I mean, huge houses, and he just renovated them all. He's built some other things there, man. The greenery. We all got our own little golf cart to ride, so then you could go ride and see the White House. You go see the bank and where they shoot sisters at. You see this airport or this like plane where he shoots like the airplane stuff, and then you can go and see all the sound stages with all the Oprah and Will Smith and Denzel. It's just such a grand. It's like Disneyland for entertainment. So, and my favorite building of all is called the Dream Building. The Dream Building is where bruh is shot. And the Dream Building, for me, is a dream. It's like a dream come true, and this is where you see, you know, some of the administrative offices, and on one floor they have, like, all these different sets that they shoot the Oval. I hope I'm giving a good description or bringing y'all into the world of what I see. But it's just everything's top of the art. It's just top of the line. And every time I go and shoot, man, I just take my own little tour. You don't supposed to, but I take my tour and take my little car and ride around the campus always and just look. And he got another area called Maximeville, which is his mom's, named after his mom. And it's all these beautiful houses, like a suburb area on the thing. It's like its own city. You know what I mean? It's its own city. You got mansion. It's a mansion that got two different faces on both sides. It's like, bro, it's amazing. I'm sorry. It's just that amazing. You know what I mean?
It's all good. It's all good, man. We could jump right back in it because we got some people asking some questions on the live chat. They want to know, are you coming back to Atlanta to do some stand-up? They want to catch you in full action.
Oh, man, I appreciate that. I am. I'm going to be at Uptown Comedy Corner. I am waiting for a new date, so it will be after the new year. So if they would follow me on my Instagram or Facebook or check in on my website, Barry Brewer Jr. on all platforms. So if you would follow me, man, I would greatly appreciate it. And I will be coming to Atlanta in the next couple of months, waiting for the owner of us to lock in a date and get both, our schedules aligned with open weekend. And I'm coming to headline Uptown, and I'm excited. I've been excited. I had to rearrange my date because they had some problems reopening. But yeah, I'm definitely coming in the next couple of months to Atlanta to headline, and I'm excited about it.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. One of the people on our staff said he gotta be in the building. Boy, Antoine said he gotta be there, and I don't know if that's because you are brother Antoine on one of the skits or because that's his name too. But he said Reec Radio definitely gotta be in the building. I concur because you definitely funny as heck, man. So we want to check you out in that live setting and feed in some of that energy that you got going when you get on stage, bro. I don't want to hold you long. What I do want to do is hit you with these fast 4 questions. Are you ready for that?
I'm ready.
All right, so here we go right now. We got our fast 4 lined up with the homie, the comedian Barry Brewer Jr. All right, so far, we know you've been on the road. What is your favorite city or one of your favorite cities to do stand-up?
That's a great question. I'm going to say Atlanta.
Okay, let me hit the hype bell because that's where I'm at. I'm not mad at that answer at all.
I say Atlanta because when I came, when we did the whole cruise, it was just a massive, audience, and the energy was crazy.
Right. What spot were you at?
And I love Atlanta. I was at Uptown when they changed the location.
Yeah. Yeah, it's bigger now. It's nice too. That's what's up. That's definitely what's up. All right, man. If you could pick 5 people to go on tour with, but you also shooting a reality TV series of behind the scenes on the tour, who would those 5 people be?
Just random 5 people?
Random 5 people. It could be musicians, comedians, it could be whoever, because it's gonna be a mix.
Okay. I'm gonna bring Minx and Ja for sure.
Okay. Because he could double as security. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah. I'm gonna bring K-Dub. This comedian named K-Dub.
K-Dub is the funniest man I know here, bro, out of Memphis. Shout out K-Dub.
Man, that's my bro. I just ran into him in Memphis last week. That's my bro. We started out a long time together.
For sure, man.
I would bring this BT Kingsley. He's hilarious.
Okay. But you got a heck of a lineup so far.
I think that's 5.
Yeah, that is. That's it, bro. We might have to change your title. You might need to be a booking manager now.
Right. There's so many more I want to bring, but yeah, those just the top people that came on my mind.
All right, man. We know you from TV, but if you had to pick a TV series, a movie, and an album that you could only listen to these for 1 year or watch these for 1 year, what would it be? 1 album, 1 TV series, and 1 movie.
Okay, Martin is the TV series for sure.
Let me hit the hype bell for that. That's mine too.
The album is Brandy's Full Moon.
Okay. I wasn't expecting that. You threw me for a loop.
That's one of my favorite albums. I'm an R&B head, and I'm a Brandy and Tank fan. So
that's what's up. Okay.
Shout out to them. And my movie would be Trading Places with Eddie Murphy and Dan Aykroyd.
I got you. So you're gonna be laughing while you watching, but when it's time for the album, we already know what's going on. We ain't even got to get into that. All right, man. Last question. What would you tell yourself before you go on to set for Bruhs, knowing that you had to be locked down on the Tyler Perry campus?
What did I tell myself?
Yeah, what would you tell yourself if you could go back and talk to yourself before you get stuck, not stuck, but get situated on that campus?
If I could go back and redo it again, I probably would bother Mr. Perry more and try to like have conversations and talk to him more.
I feel you.
I was super professional, super like, oh, I'm here to work. But I wasn't like, hey, what's up, man? Like, how you be doing, man? What you think? What's up, bro?
Look, on the next season, we got you.
Because we like, it's like a campus, right? It's like a college campus. No, but I can't say I would do anything different other than, try to just talk to people, hang out more. But I was really in on my goal, trying to make sure I was prepared for my shoot, because we shoot so fast, and being one of the leads, man, I have a lot of responsibility, a lot of dialogue. So just trying to make sure I'm very familiar, because I want to do a great job. You know what I mean? I want to go and do my, every opportunity you get to do television, man, you want to really do your best, because this is a audition on tape, that the world will see, and so you want to hope that this opens up even more doors for you. I'm always looking to do better and more things. So I would say, I guess, try to talk, more about other opportunities and try to just network a little more. That's probably what I would have did different. But other than that, man, I did have the time of my life. I wasn't fortunate to go to college and stay on campus. And so I guess that was as close as I'm gonna get to staying on campus, and it was really fun with my co-stars, hanging out with them. There was a lot of beautiful women there, and I'm married, but it was kind of like a hall pass to hang out with other people, because you don't get to hang out with other people so late at night. Respectfully so.
We at work, I get it, yeah. It's a great job, right? It was a great job, I get it.
It was fun to be around beautiful people, that you don't get to usually be around.
Right, and you won't get in trouble for it later. I was at work. What do you want me to do?
I was supposed to kiss her. It's in the scene. What do you
right. But that's super dope, man. I know Mr. Perry appreciated your professionalism, and you just being on there doing your thing, becoming who you are more so, and getting those acting credits out there, bro. We appreciate you taking time out, chopping it up with us, and thank you for joining the Reec Show Live.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me, man. We got to connect and lock in on information outside of here, bro. But thank you, man. When I come, I'm hooping. We come to hoop. I'm coming to hoop. When I come to Atlanta, I'm looking you up. We're going to hoop.
There we go, bro. I just got to figure out where you like to shoot it from. Make sure I get it to you.
I bet.
All right, my man. Appreciate you. Before we get up out of here, let me hit you guys with a Reese's Piece of Mind or a Pops Knows Best. This kind of goes from what, if you heard the top of the interview where Barry Brewer Jr. was talking about, he found his chops, per se, in church, right? But it wasn't just that he was in church, that he actually followed through and pushed everything through. So today, our Reese's Piece of Mind is a man's prayers will never outweigh his actions. You could pray all you want, but if there's no action behind it, things will just not get done. We appreciate you, man. Thank you once again. We about to get into this mix live with my homie DJ OS right here on Reec Show Live. Till then, we love y'all. We see y'all later. We are gone.